You're listening to the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.
Welcome to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand, and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. Broadcasting now from the virtual C344 studios overlooking the edge of Coconut Avenue is your host, award-winning and best-selling author, Dr. Stephen Lesovich.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Lesovich out there on the edge of everything. This episode is entitled Your Origin Story, How to Change It.
What do you want to create in your life? Do you want to create a new life story? What gets you into a creative flow to create a new life story? It is a connection to your higher self. Deepak Chopra said this, quote, "When you contact the higher self, the source of power within, you tap into a reservoir of infinite power." Close quote. Your higher self is that part of you that connects you as a person in a physical body directly with the divine. That is the creator, God, higher power, source, universe, etc. You can tune into your higher self by setting an intention and asking to be connected to it during meditation, quiet reflection, prayer, etc. Tune into your higher self to enter a creative flow, to create a new origin story for your life.
When I was in Los Angeles recently, I was talking to a Hollywood actress who was working on a new movie script. She was sharing with me how she was developing the characters in her script and what their origin story or backstory was in her script. That made me think about how mind, body, spirit practitioners, life coaches, therapists, etc., try to view and understand the origin story of a person's life. Now, one definition of an origin story is an account or backstory revealing how a character or a group of people become a protagonist or an antagonist, and how it adds to the overall interest and complexity of a narrative, often given reasons for their intentions. An origin story is also a term used in the study of myths. In comic book terminology, an origin story is an account or backstory revealing how a character or a team gained their superpowers and or the circumstances under which they became superheroes or supervillains. Everybody has an origin story that a person adopts and tells to anyone who will listen. Your origin story is often the result of your woundings you experience as a child and as an adult, and your negative life experiences on your own soul path on your journey through life. For example, your origin story may have been created with such statements as, "You do not matter," "You will never amount to anything," "You will never succeed," "I'm ashamed of you," "You are not blank enough," fill in the blank with words like smart enough, patient enough, motivated enough, loving enough, rich, handsome, or pretty enough, that you've heard over and over again from your parents, your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your siblings, other family members, friends, etc. Your origin story is typically used to create your own personal reality into which you attract various people and things as you continue on your soul path and your journey through life. Repeating and clinging to your origin story in many instances projects the energy of being a victim and leaves you in a low vibration, disempowered state in which you may be experiencing many negative emotions such as guilt, shame, anger, etc. So how do you change your origin story into something new? Consider these 4 steps. Number 1, determine the current elements of your origin story. What wounding events and life events that you experience caused you to create the narrative you repeat as your origin story? Are you a protagonist, a superhero, an antagonist, or a supervillain in your own origin story? Do you feel like a hero or a victim in your own origin story? What are the emotions you feel when you describe the narrative of your own origin story? Do you feel negative emotions such as fear, guilt, shame, anger? or positive emotions such as love, joy, happiness, and peace. Number 2, release the need for maintaining the narrative of your origin story. There's an old saying, if you're hanging on to something, you must have a need for it. Since you do not need any of these negative experiences or their associated emotions, release the need for them. When you release the need for your negative experiences, you lessen the energetic impact on your life and allow more positive energetic experiences to enter your life. Releasing the need for negative experiences helps you create a brand new story for yourself. Number 3, determine your own superpowers. Just like in the comic book, as a comic book character, determine what your own superpowers are and how you've gained them. For example, Spider-Man got his superpowers from being bit by a radioactive spider that altered his own DNA. Now, your own superpowers are already part of you and already encoded in your own DNA. For example, your superpowers are your own specific, unique, and particular genius that you and only you can bring into the world because of your own existence. Your superpowers are typically not a particular skill, but instead a mindset and a personal perspective. Your superpowers are something that you intuitively know or have learned that makes you feel energized, fulfilled, engaged, passionate, and having a purpose in life when you use them. Number 4, write a new story including your own superpowers. Write your new story without using any of the limiting beliefs and elements of your old origin story. Instead, write your new story focusing on your own unique superpowers and one in which you are the superhero. Write your new story focusing on positive emotions such as love, joy, peace, happiness, etc. If you actually take the time to write out your new story, especially if you write it with a pencil or a pen, you give energy and momentum to your new story. Several different research studies have shown that writing something down by hand is more effective in improving attention to and learning something new than using some other electronic device such as a laptop or a cell phone. Practice your new story every day. This will give energy and momentum to your new story, leave you in a higher vibration, more positive, empowered state, and allow you to co-create a new life, a life you truly desire. Changing the narrative of your origin story to something new allows you to make a positive impact in your life. Until next time, I'm Dr. Stephen Lesevich, out there on the edge of everything.
You have been listening to Out There on the Edge of Everything, the show that examines, helps you understand, and effectively deal with the interesting edges of life. For more information on your host, Dr. Stephen Lesevich, please visit slesevich.com. For more information on prior and future shows, please visit coconutavenueradio.net.
This is the Coconut Avenue Radio and Podcast Network.